Something massive is happening right under our noses. A quiet revolution is unfolding, and it's not just about changing our software, it's about to change the very way we work, forever. And you need to understand this. This isn't just another app update. Oh no, this is a full-blown battle for your productivity, for your efficiency, for the future of your job itself. You see, for years, we've been trapped in this very simple, very repetitive loop with AI. We ask it a question, it gives us an answer. That's it. Well, I'm telling you, that era is officially dead. We are now entering a new age, an age where AI doesn't just talk to you, it acts for you. Okay, let's really break this down, because this is the whole game right here. The old model, the chat model, was passive, right? You ask something, you get a block of text, and then the ball is back in your court, you have to do all the work. The copying, the pasting, the implementing. But this new model, the agent, it's proactive. You don't give it a question, you give it a goal, and it goes and does the work for you. It's the difference between an assistant who can talk and an assistant who can actually do. So here's our plan. We're going to dive into this new agent era. We'll meet the 3 big specialists on the scene right now, and by the end, you'll know exactly which AI teammate is the right hire for your job. So what does this actually mean for you day to day? Well, it means the end of all that mind-numbing digital busywork. For the very first time, AI is smart enough to understand not just a single question, but your overall intention. This is the end of that exhausting cycle of copying from one window, pasting into another, and then manually checking off a dozen little steps. Now, to really get this new landscape, you have to stop thinking of these tools as competitors. They're not. Think of them as a team of highly trained specialists. I mean, you wouldn't hire a top surgeon to do your taxes, right? And you wouldn't hire an accountant to build a bridge. It's about hiring the right expert for the specific job you need done. All right, first up, we have the rebel of the group, the open source champion, OpenClaw. This is the AI for the person who wants to get their hands dirty, who wants to build and completely control their very own digital assistant from the ground up. So let's be super clear about who this is really for. Are you a tinkerer who loves to play with new tech? Are you someone who's serious about privacy and wants all your data to stay on your own machine? Or are you a power user who's always dreamed of creating a custom AI butler that works exactly the way you want? If you said yes to any of those, then OpenClaw was literally made for you. And the response was just immediate and absolutely massive. We're talking over 30,000 stars on GitHub in just a few weeks. This wasn't some slick corporate launch. No, this was a viral, grassroots explosion from the developer community. It was a clear signal that people were starving for a tool just like this. So let's look at what makes it tick. First, it's local first. That means it runs on your computer, not in the cloud, giving you total privacy. It's always on, working for you 24/7, even while you sleep. And it's proactive. It can literally send you a text if it finds a cheaper flight for your trip. Plus, it talks to you through apps you already use, like Telegram or WhatsApp. But, and this is a big but, it has a high skill ceiling. This is not a simple one-click install. You need to be comfortable with the command line to get it set up. Okay, now let's leave the Tinkerer's workshop and step into the world of heavy industry, because Claude Code, well, it's a completely different beast. This isn't a personal butler. This is a professional industrial strength tool built for serious software engineers. And the target audience couldn't be clearer. This is for professional software engineers and huge enterprise teams. Yeah, we're talking about the big leagues here. Companies like Netflix and Spotify are using this tool from Anthropic to build and manage some of the most complex software on the planet. And if you need any proof of its power, just look at that number. $1 billion in run rate revenue in just 6 months. I mean, that is just an insane adoption rate for a business tool. It tells you everything you need to know about the incredible value it's delivering to major companies. So what's its secret sauce? Well, first, it has project-level context. It doesn't just look at one file at a time. It reads and understands your entire codebase. It has a checkpoint safety net, so if the AI messes up, you can undo its changes instantly. It can even create its own little sub-agents to work on different problems at the same time. But here comes the big warning. A study by Anthropic themselves found that developers who rely on it can actually score up to 30% lower on conceptual tests. That is a serious, serious warning about our skills potentially fading away. So, we've covered the DIY enthusiast and the hardcore programmer. But what about everybody else?
what about all the project managers, the marketers, the analysts? Well, for them, there's Claude Co-work. This is the agent built for anyone and everyone who is drowning in digital paperwork.
Yeah, this tool is for the vast majority of us in the office world. You know, the people who live inside PDFs, spreadsheets, and a million different files. If your desktop is a mess and you're buried in admin tasks, but you don't know the first thing about coding, this agent is your new best friend. And check out how simple it is. Step 1, you just give it access to a messy folder, like say your downloads folder. Step 2, it gets to work on its own, reading and understanding hundreds of files, sorting everything by project. And then, step 3, it executes the task. It can literally take a pile of random receipt photos and turn them into a perfectly organized Excel expense report, complete with all the working formulas. It just does the work for you. Okay, so we've met our 3 specialists. The big question is, how do you choose? Well, it's actually pretty simple. It all comes down to what your job is and what you really need your AI teammate to do. And here it is, the final breakdown. Let's make this easy. If you are a DIY tinkerer who wants total privacy and you don't mind a high-effort setup, OpenClaw is your choice. If you are a software engineer who needs an AI that understands massive code bases, then you need Claude Code. And if you are an office worker who just wants to kill the paperwork with a super easy setup, then Claude Co-work is the agent for you. It's that simple. We're at a turning point. We're no longer asking what AI can say to us. We're now asking what AI can do for us. But as these agents get better and better at managing our work, at organizing our entire lives, you have to wonder, at what point do they stop being our assistants and start becoming our managers? Like this video and share it with someone who might need it. If you want any new topic, comment below.